I'm gonna sit back a little more, so I think it's a little more.
Yeah, wait. I'm gonna do it very calm.
There we go. Added a little bit of salt to it.
I'm a very calm guy.
Alrighty, go.
All right, let's get started. I am Paul Salazar with the Paul Salazar Group over at Hilton Hyland Real Estate, Beverly Hills. My beautiful co-host, Michael, Joseph, and Kyle Amakuchi. Please introduce yourselves.
Kyle, obviously you just said it. What's up? Instagram here, Kyle Amakuchi.
My name is Michael Joseph. M Joseph SCC. Instagram, although just like last week, am still on a break.
All right, sounds good. So we are going to be doing our 6th, 7th, 8th video of the Walkability series, which is
getting really good.
It's a very exciting series. We're going to be talking about the most walkable.
Throw that word off hard and loose with it.
Exciting.
We're going to be talking about the most walkable areas of LA. We love LA. We've been living here collectively for over 30, 40 years.
Billy Joel said
We're
that
getting
well.
old. The Walkability series is we have broken it down into 7 categories. What are those categories?
We start off with the restaurants.
Restaurants. We have nightlife.
Nightlife.
We have
Recreation.
okay.
Things to do outside
Yes.
is recreation.
Yes.
The next one we're going to have transit. So public transit, getting in and out of the area of the city.
Yes.
And then we have the farmers market, which is the favorite thing to do in Los Angeles.
Yes.
So we like to talk about the farmers market between each spots.
Yes.
And then we have the school system. So the school system in that city.
And how walkable it is.
And how walkable
And then we
it is.
have
Beyond.
Rest in Peace.
Yeah.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
what
The
makes-
X factor.
Yes.
Yeah. The things you can't
What-
really point out, but it feels good about that area.
Yeah.
What makes that area that area?
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
And the scale is from 1 to 5. 1 being the lowest score, 5
Yep.
being the highest score. We will tally up the scores and we will give you the most walkable area at the end of the series. All right, if you haven't done so already and you want more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification little bell so you get notified every single Friday when we drop a video.
What does that notification sound like?
Cha-ching, bing, ding, 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 ding.
I think you're making things up now, Paul.
Here
All right,
we go.
sounds good.
West Hollywood
let's
is
go.
where we are
Wait,
now.
you never told people to comment.
And leave a
Please
comment
comment.
down below.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And our host, our moderator, or whatever it is.
Let's do it. We're going to be talking about West
Kyle
Hollywood.
Amakuchi.
Here we go.
Let's go.
All right, so we're going to start off with restaurants in West Hollywood. We kind of discussed a little bit beforehand where that score is, and we wanted to kind of go back and forth of our favorite restaurants. So, MJ, did you want to start off with your favorite restaurants in West Hollywood?
I'm gonna pass the baton.
Okay.
I'll go in a little bit.
Perfect.
Let's see what the 2 restaurant novices have to think first.
Okay. there we
Okay,
go.
sounds good.
Let's
Well, I'll start off with West Hollywood. So there's a couple areas you can get great food in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's kind of broken down onto streets, and then depending on that street is the price point that you're going to be paying with or the ambiance that you're getting in that restaurant.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Yeah.
It's so true. Of course.
Finally, a compliment out of him.
No, but I compliment myself all the time.
I know that.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I think it's true. It's just so true that based on like where you are in West Hollywood, you get such a different price range, vibe, ambiance.
yeah.
It's
So
really
we'll start.
well said.
We'll go north to south. On the north side, we're going to get the Sunset Strip, which is if you're coming from Hollywood and you're going down Sunset, you're going to come up the hill that's right before Beverly Hills, and we're going to have West Hollywood Sunset Strip. That's kind of where you have all of the higher priced, same kind of quality food, and the people who dress to impress and see or be seen, and that's where you'll see the paparazzi come out pretty often.
So should we start in that area and jump into some of those, or
Wait, hold on,
cover all of
hold
them
on.
first?
We just talked about the Sunset Strip.
The Sunset Strip.
This is one of the most iconic
areas.
streets in the
Yeah.
world. It's like Rodeo Drive.
Yeah.
Sunset Strip.
100%.
So what are the best restaurants there?
I'm sorry. I guess I have to say this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I do love the Sunset Strip. I mean, growing up, like, just like we talked about in other areas, how certain
Or
areas
just
have their thing.
Entourage is all over the
Entourage,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm
Entourage.
saying, but even since Entourage started
Yeah, it's
to
changed.
where it is now, I mean, the Sunset Strip used to be the hub. It was electric, but I mean, now you have the Key Club, which used to be one of the hottest venues, which is now
Well, let's bring it
One
back to
open-
restaurants
yeah,
first, right?
yeah.
The
When you
change-
bring up the Sunset Strip,
Yeah.
it's a very
I can
hard.
tell. I
It
can
hurts
tell.
my heart. It
Well,
hurts
let's bring it back to reality on the hearts and
Yes.
the restaurants now.
Yes.
So the Sunset Strip has changed over the last 20 years. Some say for the worse. Some say for, I don't know who said it's for the better. But the restaurants are there. That's where the money is.
Yeah.
So starting, I would say, east to west, you could start off with Pinch's Tacos, if you want to call that the higher end restaurant, but it's a taco place.
I would say that's the lower end
lower end.
for
We're
that.
going up.
As you go up the
as
street,
you go
it
up,
gets
yes.
pricier and pricier, and ending
that's
at
the higher end.
ending at Boa and Soho.
And Boa and Soho House. So if we're gonna get stuff sushi, we have I don't know
Night market.
Night market. There's gonna be La Petite Four,
You have
the
all
Butcher's
those-
Daughter.
The new hotel restaurants that we'll get
All
to.
the hotels that are coming up on the Sunset Strip, they have their own eateries, obviously. Maybe
and they're not your normal like Renaissance or Marriott hotel restaurant.
No.
These
they're
are
4 or 5-star
they're
restaurants.
bringing
best chefs.
Michelin starred
Yeah.
chefs to cook in these restaurants.
What are those hotels? You got the Pendry.
Wolfgang
Well, okay,
Puck
I
has
mean,
his
you have,
restaurant there.
and we'll get through that later. But
Yeah.
some of those hotels that have nice
Pendry has their
Pendry
restaurant.
Edition,
Edition. Yeah.
One,
Harriet's Rooftop also has food.
I mean-
Chateau Marmont's.
But hey, let's-
Chateau Marmont. But let's
Chateau
when we start
Marmont.
stick with restaurants, I do have to
Yeah.
say on the Sunset Strip, one thing that really sticks out to me is at Boa, which is something that I think is actually really important. Boa is one of the only really fine steakhouses in LA that also offers kosher meat.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
you can get, for a lot of people in the Jewish community, they can't go to Masters and stuff like that because the meat there is not kosher.
Okay.
Boa has a kosher meat, and they also probably have the best Caesar salad in all of LA.
Yeah, they do it right at your table.
Right at your
too, which
table.
How do they do it?
Yeah.
So what happens?
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm
jeez.
just kidding.
No, Paul opened the door.
Absolutely,
No,
I'm
no,
shutting
no,
that right
yeah,
now.
They
I'm
take
moderating
the
this.
cart.
No.
Anyways, we're gonna come
They
from
mix
Sunset.
it like this.
We're getting from Sunset. We're gonna go south onto the next street, which is gonna be Melrose.
Yeah.
Right. So Melrose, half of it, or not half of it, because it's a long street.
No,
but
Caesar
there's
salad.
yeah. We have the Melrose like staples, right? So it's gonna be Craig's. It's the new restaurant, Drake's.
But real quick,
Siccione's. Like,
when you go to Craig's, one thing to mention about
Yeah.
Craig's is, I mean, Craig's is also, I think we can't just say Craig's, because Craig's is also...
well, I knew you would step in and say something like this.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
of
say
course.
Craig's
Yeah.
and open the door.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Craig's is an LA staple. It's. I mean, if you ever watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they go there all the time. But also, it became even. They became a brand where they sell their vegan ice cream now at Erewhon
Oh,
and
okay.
Whole Foods. Like they actually have really good things and staples like that.
So Craig's you'll see on page 6 a lot.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
There's there's a
if you wanna be
paparazzi
seen-
outside there
If you
24
want to be
hours a day.
seen, then you go to Craig's.
Yeah,
And,
but-
and have great food.
Yeah, and then also there's walking distance from bar to restaurants. There's like a pocket on Melrose. It's kind of in West Hollywood West, where Melrose starts slanting down into Beverly Hills.
Behind the
a little
Troubadour
bit.
area.
Exactly, around that area. And that's going to be, Craig's is right there, like we said.
Gracias Madre.
Gracias Madre. We have, what's that called?
How about
Catch.
Earth Cafe?
Earth Cafe.
Earth Cafe.
But Entourage, it's a staple of Melrose.
It is,
I-
100%.
It's not a
Yeah.
great restaurant.
No, it is.
But is it-
It's a staple.
It's a staple.
It's I will give you
Yeah.
it's a staple.
And they're all in
they're-
walking distance.
And they're all in walking distance from each other. And I mean,
Yeah.
they're also in walking distance to a lot more that we'll get to in other categories.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's sort of like its own like private pocket enclave,
Yeah.
while still being extremely walkable to the entertainment and what's to come in the
Is
to come
it
categories.
safe to say that people from New York, they like West Hollywood?
I have no idea.
Let's stick with restaurants,
Well, no,
Paul.
like we had talked about that in our other YouTube video, like West Hollywood West,
Mm-hmm.
that little area next to Melrose and Craig's and Earth Cafe,
Yeah,
and all these
yeah.
other restaurants.
It's like
There's a lot of
yeah,
people
'cause-
from New York coming, and like living in this little pocket.
West Hollywood West specifically is going to be more dense than other parts of Los Angeles, and the walkability is a lot higher in West Hollywood West.
You
which is great,
recently
you
did
know.
sold a house over there, didn't you?
Yeah.
We did on Rangeley, which is just south of Craig's and just south of
Yeah.
Catch.
You go. It's walkable.
It's walkable.
It's like
to all of it.
EP, and I mean one of the
Yeah.
cool things as well. Again, I do have to say when it comes to Catch in EP and LP, I may get shamed by influencers for saying this, but I think that it's a great spot to be seen and have decent food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Again,
little
it's just-
overpriced.
It's the
but-
vibe.
It's the
You're-
vibe.
you're
But
going
no,
there
the
for
vibe is great. I mean, you
Yeah,
can go
the
to
vibe.
EP and LP, you could do that, and then go to one of the rooftop movies that they do
That's
on
pretty
the
cool.
rooftop
Yeah,
at
that's cool.
EP and LP.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think some of my favorite restaurants on Melrose are a bit further down as we.
Yeah, and then if
As
you
we
go
go.
to, if you're like you're saying a little bit further down, Crossroads is an amazing vegan place.
We went
that
there the other night, and we
Yeah.
had an unbelievable dinner. Vegan, healthy, because I need to. Everyone keeps telling me.
Gracias Madre. We
Gracias
talked
Madre is
about
great.
that.
Yeah, the sushi is great in West
So
Hollywood.
we talked about Sunset Strip.
But actually,
We
on
talked
the
about
Sunset
Melrose.
Strip,
How about Santa Monica?
Santa
A
Monica.
lot of restaurants there.
You
in
have,
Santa
you
Monica.
have, you have, I believe, isn't Irv's Burgers over there too?
Yeah,
Love
it is. Yeah.
Irv's
And
Burgers.
Hamburger
Shout out
Mary's
Liz
if you want to do that.
Hamburger Mary's.
Yeah.
Can I just say we have to talk about? Have you been to Hamburger Mary's, Paul?
I've not been hammered.
I think that we
Is
need
it better than Hanaus burgers?
totally different.
Okay.
So Hamburger Mary's.
Good
See,
burger.
if you know Hamburger Mary's, you understand why Kyle and I are laughing and Paul is right now. So Hamburger Mary's is what we should do an episode at Hamburger Mary's.
Okay.
Hamburger Mary's is a hamburger joint and a drag bar.
By Mary's.
The burgers are fantastic. There's options.
Burgers
There's
are great.
Another place in West Hollywood is a staple in West Hollywood.
It's an experience. It's an experience.
Yeah.
I've had some of the greatest nights ever
Yeah.
at Hamburger Mary's. You will eat good food and you will
Yeah.
laugh and just have an overall great
That's
time.
more like a Beyond thing.
Yeah, I
But
would
it-
say,
but
but the
it's
food
fun.
is
Yeah,
good there,
the
but it
food's
is
good.
beyond.
Okay.
It's a staple.
It's nightlife.
But then our seafood
Restaurant.
in West Hollywood, the seafood's great. You have Connie and Ted's, which is
Oh yeah.
which is great, and then also
Yeah.
the Salty Girl that just came up on the Sunset
So
Strip.
where do
You
you
have Katana.
live? So where do you live?
Katana,
Where do you
yeah.
live in order to walk to these areas?
I mean, a lot of the people
Off of,
there.
off of what streets?
It's actually
Yeah.
funny because one other place that a lot of people eat. I mean, right there. By the way, when it comes to restaurants as well, you also have two Soho houses in West Hollywood.
That's
That's
true.
true.
You have
but that's,
you
that's
have
more recreational.
no,
Yeah.
because I mean, a
have
lot
good-
of people
they have
go.
good
They have
restaurants.
I mean, Soho House in West Hollywood, the main Soho House. 90% of it is a restaurant.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a restaurant social lounge at that one, and then you have the new one
The
in
Little
the
House.
hotel.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Great food.
Great food.
Very walkable. Okay, where do we have to live
I'm going to
by?
say restaurants are going to be a 4.
What do
Where
we
you
have to live by in
You have to
order-
live by. You have to live by Sunset Boulevard. Anything between Kings, Queens. There's a streets up. You can live up in the hills. You can walk down. It's a very walkable
You can
area
walk
for the restaurants.
all around.
All over it. Anyways, let's move on to the next one.
Wait,
Restaurants,
we
I
didn't-
would give it a 4.
Yeah, 4.
4.
Yeah.
A 4. All right.
Sounds good. Next one, we're going to do the Nightlife, which the Nightlife in West Hollywood is
SABU-less.
It's
fabulous.
great. Yes, it's great.
Yes. The West Hollywood nightlife is great if you like clubs. There are the places to go.
But
right?
I would say deeper than just
Yeah.
clubs. It's because there's clubs a lot of places in LA, but I think it's also important to like, I think this is a great place to bring it in. LA is also a major hub for the LGBTQ plus community.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not, it's definitely the biggest hub in LA, if not one of the biggest in the country. They have, I mean,
Mm-hmm. Well, the
when you
nightlife
talk
there
about
on Santa
nightlife,
Monica is
I mean,
great.
the nightlife on Santa Monica, it doesn't matter your sexual orientation. If you just want to go out and dance your ass off,
West
there is
Hollywood
not a
is
better
fun, yeah.
area in
Agreed.
Los Angeles.
Then-
I'm talking bar next to bar next to
Yeah.
club, and everywhere you go, you can just dance your ass off and have a great time.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
even
Agreed.
with the nightlife, but
everything on La Cienega, there's
What is nightlife? Everything after
yeah,
dinner.
everything
basically.
after dinner. If
Yeah.
you want to go out dancing, if you want to go out continuing to drink with people around you.
but then I mean, there's the sunset nightlife that we were talking about, which is all these
Yes.
and I think it's a weird trade-off because you went from what made the Sunset Strip probably the best nightlife in the country back in the 70s.
well, it just changed
Oh, yeah.
over time.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying it still has a nightlife. It's just the Sunset
different.
Strip nightlife is now rooftop patios from the Sunset Tower Hotel to the Edition rooftop.
It's good. I mean, the nightlife is great. The people are great in West Hollywood that continue to go out. And the people that you see, the people that you meet, it happens a lot of the time after dinner. If you're going to stay out, there's
The
stuff
Roxy.
to do. Yeah, and we can keep naming places all the time.
There's a so
a plethora of things to do.
they're on Sunset Strip. You have Santa Monica. How about Melrose? Is Melrose a night?
Melrose
Yeah,
dies down a little bit after dinner.
Okay.
I would say.
I'd say the one hub there is, I mean, you have the Improv, but still the Improv isn't the same because on Sunset you still have the Comedy Store, which is actually started by the Pauly Shore's mother, Mitzi Shore.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, everyone's
been
come up
around,
through. The
yeah.
Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
You have two of the best comedy clubs where you'll see everybody from Dave Chappelle to Jay Leno to everyone in between come and practice their new material.
The big things are going to be Sunset and then La Cienega. Those are the nightlives,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So La Cienega down to Melrose, and then Melrose up to Sunset, and then the Sunset Strip from that area. And
That's the nightlife.
breaks off. That's the nightlife in West Hollywood.
But the thing that I think is what makes it so special even now is you have your party nightlife and you also have your higher elevated hotel
Bougie, yeah, for sure. Agreed.
Yeah,
Private-
so what would you say nightlife
private
is?
clubs, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, a
yeah,
five.
it's
it is.
And what
It,
nightlife in West Hollywood is definitely the
it is the best in all of LA.
yeah.
West Hollywood nightlife, right?
Yeah.
You can't beat it. I mean, downtown is maybe like a second for
West
sure.
Hollywood
but-
is solid. I mean,
Yeah,
you can
for
compare
sure.
being
Yeah.
which one's better, which one's worse. Yeah.
I'd say honestly the difference between LA or downtown and West Hollywood, why I would honestly give West Hollywood is the edge.
Yeah.
Is downtown is still a large area, as we said, with many neighborhoods that are very spread out.
Yeah.
In West Hollywood, if you're on the Sunset Strip, you could hop from place to place to place to place,
Yeah.
and then you could literally hop a cab or even walk 3 blocks down, go to Santa Monica, and go place to place to place to place, and work your way right back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
for
you're
sure.
right.
Yeah.
So I would say
All right,
collective
we'll give it a
five for nightlife.
Yeah.
FIVE spells.
All right.
All right. Anyways.
All right. So now we talked about restaurants and nightlife.
Yeah.
Let's go into recreation.
Okay.
What do you do in West Hollywood
Yeah.
besides have dinner and hang out at
You
nighttime?
do yoga and work out.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's in shape.
Everyone's in shape in West Hollywood. It's kind of the place that is physically attractive and
Yes.
physically fit. As far as what to do recreationally, a lot of it is going to be classes and workout classes. Outside and things to do, there's obviously things at the park, but not like the beach that Venice has. Wouldn't you agree?
No. Yeah. I mean, there's
Doesn't
not,
have the hiking.
There's no
trails.
hiking.
It doesn't. It's close to a lot of things, but it's not. It's not the workout central yet. Everybody in West Hollywood looks amazing.
They do. They
Yeah.
do. So where are they hiking at? Probably at Runyon. But
Runyon
that's
would be
not.
the thing.
Yeah, that's not
but
in West
it's
Hollywood.
Not in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'd say the biggest thing with West Hollywood, the recreation, is the gyms,
Yeah.
the personal trainers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll all give it a collective
Yeah, low.
Trace?
Three
Three.
trace right in the middle.
which is pretty average. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with transit though, I mean, let's be
Yeah,
serious.
yeah. So
We're gonna make this quick.
Yeah.
Transit in West Hollywood is
Transit,
terrible.
yes.
If I can give it a 0, I'd give it a 0.
Yes,
If
correct.
you have to go through West Hollywood at any times, you're gonna be sitting in traffic. All
Yeah.
day.
You can't just get off the highway in West Hollywood.
It's hard to get in. It's hard to get out.
Yeah.
Once you're in, you're in. You don't really move out. Like
Yeah,
you
it's-
just want to stay there. Like they're
pretty bad.
You're surrounded by freeways, but they're not close to you. They're
Yeah.
all kind of far away.
That's just
So-
not good on any which
there's-
way you spin it.
And there's no. Is there any birds? Can you bird there?
No, you
No.
can't. It's illegal.
It's illegal.
Can't even
Okay.
do that anymore. So transit.
Do people
What?
bike there? Not
No,
really.
Not really. It's too busy as a. I mean, maybe
Too many
in the back
cars
roads, too
everywhere.
many cars,
Yeah.
too much traffic. The transit's just not great.
Yeah.
It's
All right. So
terrible, honestly.
we'll give it a 1.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
then brings us to the farmers market.
Farmers market.
Yeah.
MJ, the farmers market aficionado.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of great farmers markets in that area. I don't go to the West Hollywood one as much. I like the Hollywood. I like Brentwood. I like Studio City. But
Where's it at?
West Hollywood Farmers Market is going to be on Melrose Place, so it's going to be when you're following Melrose, it's just a little side street that comes off it in between La Cienega. It's a really good one. It comes on, and the vendors are always fresh. It's harder to park and find parking there, which is a pain in the ass, but at least the inventory is great and the people are great too. So I would give it a solid 4.
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. No, I agree. All right. So now that we've gone through farmers markets, the next thing is going to be
schools.
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 Do people move to West Hollywood for the
No,
schools?
not
No, they-
particularly.
It's public schools. It's one of those areas where, again, people will move there, send their kids to private school.
Well, do families really move to West Hollywood? Is the question, or is it more single or like couples without no kids?
You get a bit of both, honestly.
Yeah?
It's a mix.
There's a lot of families that live in West Hollywood. Okay.
There is, yeah. West Hollywood is a beautiful place to move into.
Yeah.
It's not moved into because of the school system, but the school system's not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're not moving there because of that.
And we haven't mentioned that West Hollywood is a city. It's the city of West Hollywood. It's not city of LA.
Yeah.
So it has its own fire department, its own police department. It's not. It has its own school district, or is it part of
rules?
Its own rules, own laws, everything. Yeah.
Everything. Its own city council. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a completely different thing.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So I would say for school, it's going to be right in the middle for me. It's a 3.
A 3, pretty
for
average.
sure. Yep.
Okay, and then next.
Beyond.
Beyond.
I mean, and I'll just stick with Beyond. I think that if you go back 20 years, the Sunset Strip made it a 20 out of 5. I think that a lot
What were some of the bands that they used to play on Sunset Strip back in the day?
Name any band.
All of them. Rolling Stones.
Elton John started there.
Elton John. James Taylor and Carole King at the Troubadour.
Yeah.
If you name an artist that came from, I'd say, the 60s up to 2000.
All of them. That's
Motley
so cool.
Crue up living
Motley
over there,
Crue,
walking down.
I mean,
Whiskey a
and
Go-Go.
all of them. So, I mean, but at the end of the day, that's gone now.
It's not.
So,
It's not that thing
I'm
anymore.
depressed about it.
Yeah.
It's not that anymore. So the Beyond factor has sort of been gone. All you really have from that is you have like the Roxy, you got the Troubadour, and then you have the Chateau Marmont, which
The
has
Viper Room is not even there.
the Viper Room is being taken out. So I mean, honestly, Beyond's a 3.
Yeah, Beyond, there's nothing really that's pushing it to a 5. I would say Beyond is a 3.
I agree. I don't really hang out in West Hollywood. It's just far from me, right?
Yeah.
But what makes West Hollywood special? I mean, besides all those things that were in the past, but now it's more like it's like an influencer vibe.
Yeah,
a lot of influencers, a lot of.
But that is, I wouldn't say.
It's not really special, but people go there to be seen. Or,
I say one of the things
be,
at the end of the day that makes West Hollywood truly special is how inclusive it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is it doesn't matter if you are gay, straight, non-binary, black, white, Asian.
Yeah.
Everyone is accepted there. They are very inclusive of anybody, any religion, any culture. So I think that that's one thing that West Hollywood offers that not many is more than not most places in the world.
Okay.
I would agree with that, and then I would also say that the concerts or so much like the stand-up, the shows, the stand-up. I mean, there's the best Laugh Factory,
Comedy Store, and the Improv.
And the Improv.
You have 3 of the best comedy clubs in the country,
and
within walking distance.
Yeah.
So I mean, the things to do at night, there's no shortage of it, which is my Beyond. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about real estate before we wrap things up.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? There's a lot of condos and townhouses in West Hollywood.
West Hollywood is turning into a place, honestly, I would say, for New Yorkers because they have, like, even with the hotels, they're putting in these full service buildings where if you like that living up and having turn down service in your condo and having a valet and having all of those amenities.
So that's what the new ones are: the Pendry,
the
the Addition,
8899.
In Beverly Hills.
The Addition has residences as well.
Yeah.
There's
a lot
just a
of
bunch of that, and then West Hollywood West. It's close to Cedar Sinai.
Yes, Cedar Sinai. That should be a Beyond.
That's Beverly Hills.
Is it Beverly Hills? It's
Yes.
not. Okay, gotcha. Okay, but
So-
that's right there, right?
It's walking distance from West Hollywood West.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'd say Beyond's a 3. So that would make our total score
23.
23.
Okay, cool.
23.
Anything else? Any? So we talked about all the good things, right? What are the bad things about West Hollywood?
Transit.
Transit. Just getting in and
It's
out
just
of West
yeah,
Hollywood.
it's just
So.
It
really
just
hard to get.
freaking sucks. But yeah.
And you go there, you have to look good,
Yeah.
right? You're not going.
And we all know that's hard for you, Paul.
Sorry. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. If you have any comments, leave a comment down below. Hit the subscribe button. We're dropping videos every single week on Fridays, and we will see you later on.
Later, guys.
Peace out.
What she said.